Okay, I'm going to now demonstrate how I do the final shaping of the dough. It has doubled in size on the counter after my stretch and folds. Sat in this with the lid on. And just doubled in size because the kitchen's pretty cool. And then I'm going to shape out 2 loaves. So I'm going to walk you through this step. I sometimes do okay dividing them up, but I'm going to probably keep my kitchen scale to make sure we're not too far off. Handy. Okay. I don't know what just happened there. Anyways, so you kind of want to gently dump the dough out. You just don't want to knock out too much of the bubble. So again, this dough, I mixed it up. It was kind of a late night last night, so I think I did my final stretch and fold around 1 o'clock in the morning, and it's 8-ish. So that's, what, 7 hours? But, you know, it should come out fairly clean. And then this looks, you know, it's fairly loose, but that's okay, because that's why we do the, this, so it was done, this, what I finished up overnight is called the bulk fermentation, and I believe the reason why it's called bulk fermentation is because if you were, let's say you were an actual, like, bakery that did big, huge batches of sourdough, you can do all of it kind of together in a bulk, and then you separate the dough out in loaves to put in their shaping baskets, and that's when it moves into the final cold fermentation, where the dough continues to ferment, because we still want that, those nice air pockets and gas fermentation, but it'll tighten up in the baskets and will slow the fermentation so it doesn't overproof down. You get more of that delicious sourdough flavor all through the bread. And the nice thing about this is, okay, let's say I was going to work today, and so I got up at like 6 to do this, and then I could shape, put them in the baskets, and then I wouldn't have to worry about, during their cold fermentation, about getting to them right away. If I wanted to, I'd want to wait about 5 hours, but if not, I could just go put them in baskets, and then I can wait anywhere from like 5 to 30 hours before. I think I've waited like 2 days almost to bake. So anyways, I think I'm gonna see how good I get with just splitting this bad boy right down the middle. So this next step is going to be about building tension in the dough form, because that allows for a good oven spring. That's what they talk about. So I'm gonna pull a little more flour over here. You don't want to overflour, but it's helpful as far as the sticking goes. So this is my silicone mat. It really helps in this, but it also moves around. I would love if I had a wooden workbench, because that's a great place to like shape out. Okay, I want to make sure you're seeing this okay. This is the part I really wanted you to see. So just stretching the dough out to a rectangle shape. It's a little heavy on this side. And this is just so I have a pretty easy time folding them. I should move the camera over here. I suck at this. Filming. Okay, so I'm gonna take one side of this, fold it over on itself. I'm gonna take the other side, fold it over, and then we're gonna roll it up. So I've moved it. I'm just taking one end and just rolling it over so it kind of looks like this. And then we start building tension by, with that seam side down, I am pulling and allowing the dough to kind of stick and creating this circle and tucking those folds under, because I'm trying to make a nice seal. And you can see like there's like air pockets and bubbles. So there's a nice one right there. So we want to keep those because those are good. But we do want to be kind of gentle. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm blocking this. I have to. Silicone mat is one of my favorite as far as handling dough, but it does move around. So I hope you can see. I'm just basically forming a ball, but I'm folding and pulling, and it's creating tension in here, and that will help with, again, oven spring. Okay, so now it's pretty bound up, so I'm gonna gently, sometimes you see people use these scrapers to do this. You can, I don't need them. I'm just gonna give it another twist and seam side up into the basket. And this is, I'm gonna try to do this. This is not a good example of this, but what you will see when you watch other videos is people continue to build tension by pinching it together. My loaf doesn't actually pinch a loaf. So I'm doing a horrible job because I'm doing it one-handed, but I'm gonna just do this and kind of continue to seal up that seam and create tension underneath there. So then I'm gonna put a piece of saran wrap on this, and then I have these little covers that came with my basket, and I'll put the cover over that, and then this is gonna go in the refrigerator. Oops, I'm gonna pause this video and then start a new one for the next loaf, just so I can do it twice.